Okay, guys, so we're going to walk through your second essay here. You guys have read a lot about different texts related to the Enlightenment. So essentially what you're going to do is look at how this text works with a historical perspective. So you are going to choose one or two of the works, it's up to you. You create an argument, excuse me, which looks at a theme or concept of enlightenment. So if you really need a reminder of this, go back to the very beginning of this unit, which focuses on enlightenment itself and what those principles are. So things like the rational over the emotional, the focus on the sciences, focuses on mental capacity, focuses on the individual, democracy, all these different things. And you're going to look at how a particular work, author, genre, whatever it might be, exhibits certain principles of the Enlightenment. So, like I say here, I've left it purposely broad so you can choose however you want to do this, really, as far as combining different works, different ideas together. So, for example, I've given you some examples here. You could look at how female authored poetry works. So, look at a white woman such as Judith Sargent Murray, and then Phillis Wheatley, and see how those marginalized voices work. You could also look at something like revivalist ideas in Edwards and Phillis Wheatley. You could look at how these ideas and figures work. So for ideas about Locke, ideas about Newton, ideas about people who were influenced the Enlightenment in something like Jefferson's Declaration. Or you could do something like political ideologies. So look at the Adamses and then look at how that's related to, say, the Independence, Declaration of Independence. You could also look at something like the rights of the individual. So say in Adams or Judith Sargent Murray's letters, things by a woman. All of these are just ideas to help you out. Really, like I said, I'm leaving it fairly open for you. Your essay is going to be due on Sunday, March 6th at midnight, 3 to 4 pages, standard MLA. And again, remember, everything's going to be checked through Safe Assign for plagiarism. So make sure that all of your words, your ideas, everything are cited very well from all your sources. You will need to have 3 sources in here as research. Now, this shouldn't be hard because the sources that I provide in the text, so all the links, all count as credible sources. So if you want to look beyond that, please look at things like history.com, biography.com, anything about the Declaration. There's so many good sources out there that you could use. Just make sure they are credible. If you have, let me know. Otherwise, here is your sort of checklist of what you're going to be looking at to be graded on. So you're going to make sure that you do have some kind of argument here about some issue related to the Enlightenment. So you're demonstrating that you do understand what the Enlightenment is, its properties, different things like that. Make sure you have a proper number of resources. Look at the works in detail. This is important. You're looking at the writing more than the history. So make sure you really examine how the writing talks about these ideas, these historical ideas. Lots of textual evidence to support your claims from your primary and secondary sources, proper MLA, good analysis, scholarly language, and then whole full essay structure as usual. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, it's pretty open, open on purpose for you. So hopefully you guys can find some creativity and some freedom in this, and submit a really well developed and very nuanced and in-depth essay.